Another one.
Huh. Run it up.
Yep. And let the playoffs begin, baby. Let the playoffs begin. Because as we sit back, just kind of watching everything unfold, we definitely should be kind of getting over the Washington Commanders. That should be almost automatic at this point. But we also have a lot of good reasons to be optimistic. And we're going to talk about some of those things. We don't drink Kool-Aid first. We don't. We first measure our Kool-Aid over here. And obviously, when we're talking about measured Kool-Aid, we're talking about being balanced. We're talking about being accurate. You know, dissecting everything. We don't drink anything. So, we're going to be bringing you the latest rumors and updates. And we're going to get into playoff talk. We also going to be opening up those phone lines to freestyle. So, we're going to be talking. We're going to be able to get it in. We're going to let it all out. Because we do. And, you know, it's going to be real interesting, man. So, y'all just kind of sit back, relax, chill, and y'all get ready for a measured Kool-Aid show. Let's get it. Boss Cowboy Sports with your voice mouth. I'll be right back. Getting ready to go. Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Man, it's gonna be good. Let's go, man. To the bowl, y'all. Ooh. Boy, these youngsters finna feel it. To the bowl, y'all. Ooh. I'm saying it early. Man. Social media done caught you talking about your team, man. We gonna be better though. We gonna be better. Y'all get ready, man. Let's go.
Another one.
Let's go. Yeah, man. Welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports with your boss now. Obviously, we got a lot of stuff going on today. A lot of good news. So we gonna kind of dig into it. Now, we still might have a surprise guest. I sent him a link to somebody that I met, reached out to. His name is Kelvin. He actually played for the Dallas Cowboys. So he might be coming in. I sent him a link. But you know, sometimes they struggle with their technology, but we might get into that with him if he walk in the door. Because I had some questions for him, especially a receiver. That'd be real interesting if he come. But if he don't, you know, we gonna keep rolling and just kind of go from there. But obviously, one of the things that I want to kind of deal with off the rip, and obviously talking to a receiver, and I want y'all to hear me out, man, because, you know, this been going around from Connor Livesay. And he said, per next gen stats, he said Noah Brown finished the season with 2.3 yards of average separation. That ranks 117th out of 121st eligible wide receivers and tight ends. Michael Gallup is at 2.4, which ranks 116th out of 121. He said not everyone is a separator, but they also ranked 103rd and 112th in catch percentage. So when I first saw that, I was thinking back and I was like, that's not too bad. And I was like, that data kind of wump. I wasn't believing it. I was like, well, it's not that I wasn't believing it. It was more so that I was thinking, because my memory was off. I'm going to tell you right now, my memory was off. In my mind, I was thinking 2.3 not that bad, because I remember looking at the average separation per target before Amari Cooper. But then your boy Boss went to the damn time machine. I went to the time machine. Let me just show you, bro. And I talked to my boy Nick about this today. I talked to a whole lot of people. Oh, hold on, let me first make sure I got y'all all the way up in here. Give me 1 second. But this is a trip, what I'm getting ready to show y'all. Because that was already bad in itself, but it's also a silver lining to it. So I'm going to kind of talk through this real quick. But going back, let me go back real quick. So, so that 2.3 didn't sound bad. I was like, because in my mind, I was thinking receiver by committee in 2018 before Amari Cooper was around 1.6. But my memory was wrong. I went back and I pulled it up. And guess what? Remember in 2018 when we was 3-4? Let me read this and check this out. This is right before Amari took off, because he was just acquired. Now check this out. Dog, this is crazy. So wide receiver Amari Cooper, the newest Cowboy, should be a boon to shoring up Dallas' inconsistent passing game. According to NFL Next Gen Stats, which is the same sorts Connor referenced. So it's the exact same source. It's the exact same source. According to NFL Next Gen Stats, Cowboys wide receivers have averaged just 2.2 yards of separation per target, the lowest of any team this season. Bro, that obviously means Dak has been running in it back with receiver by committee part 2. So what is that actually saying though? I'm gonna tell you what it's saying. In my opinion, it's saying that your quarterback is better. Isn't that what it's saying? Because think about it. When Dak first was playing with that type of wait, Wait. That boy M say that's virgin tight. Wait. M, hold on, kid. Say, L, bro, is it tight like that? Man, bro. But what is that saying about your quarterback?
Run it up.
What is that saying when your quarterback in 2018, let's keep it real now, because I know a lot of people want to be negative Nancy's right now. I know right now after the Washington game, I know a lot of people want to be negative Nancy's. But see, Noah Brown's supposed to be your number 3. Micah Gallup's supposed to be your number 2. And he is literally, both of those guys are literally averaging right around the same type of virgin tightness in terms of getting separation per target as the 2018 receiver by committee.
Run it up.
That clearly says two things. That said front office failed with their vision. They said clearly, Stephen Jones said clearly, we wouldn't be able to sign Micah Gallup. He clearly said we would not be able to sign Micah Gallup if we would have signed Amari Cooper. Which means he chose Gallup over Amari. And we one of the only channels that you'll ever hear talk about bastards versus sons. So we sitting in the window, an obvious prime window of a Super Bowl. And they experimented again with receiver by committee. Yeah, D.A. Lee, it backfired. It did. The good news is this, though. The best news is this. Your quarterback is better. And because your quarterback is better, it didn't have the win-loss effect that it had in 2018. Because remember, in 2018, before Amari, remember in 2018, before Amari, we was what? 3-4. And his first game playing, he didn't get a lot of reps, and we lost. We ended up being 3-5. So then Amari started to get in gear, and we went on a run. That's what happened in 2018. But thank God that your quarterback kept working on his craft. Continue to improve. Because this is evidence. This is true evidence. When you look at the fact that your number 2 and your number 3 is right around the same amount as that receiver by committee was in 2018, but yet our offense is still top in points. Producer G, hold on real quick. I gotta pause. What's up, Producer G, bro? I gotta pause real quick, man. My boy Producer G in the building. Good to see you, bro. I gotta pause. Big homie, hope you doing good. We got the phone workers, man. But this is the guy that helps me a ton when it comes down to the technical side. So, like, if anybody wanna have a vision of starting their own channel, you might want to reach out to Producer G. Now, he ain't gonna charge you like crazy prices, but he's not free. You know what I'm saying? But he's worth it. So he's the person that fixed my phones and taught me how to get all that stuff, because it's very technical stuff. It's very technical, believe me. But you know, when I see the homie, man, I always want to stop and say what's up to my boy Producer G, man, he a good dude. But going back to this, and then we go take some calls that Producer G helped set up. We go take some calls after this. But they snuck it back on us, bro. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just, yeah. Yeah, I got that fresh cut, man. I also, yeah, speaking of fresh cut, man, I did some content at that barbershop. So if y'all want to go check that out, I'm going to be doing that also, man, because we be having some of the best debates and fights in that barbershop. So now every time I go get a haircut, it's going to be good content to where we will be able to sit in because all of us come from barbershops, and what do we all do? Yeah, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Producer G. And I'm gonna check on you, big dog. I'm gonna call you once I get finished, and I'm gonna check on you, bro. Just make sure you're okay. But what do we all do when we're in the barbershop? We talk about that bar. So it's like, you know what? And how many times have I said, man, I was in the barbershop and we was talking. So instead of talking about it, what I just got from the barbershop, nah, bro, we gonna go ahead and now show what the barbershop life is for Boss Cowboy. The last week we had coaches and everything up in there, bro. It was dope. When we had state winning coaches up, I was like, bro, the next time I'm recording this, because it was just too much knowledge going around, man. You talking about state winning coaches coaching on the highest levels in the biggest state in the country. It's like, nah, bro. I was like, my people missing out. So now I'm gonna just continue to just make sure I document our talks, because it's good talks. Go check it out, man. It was a real good one today. But basically they snuck it back on us, and they tried. So they go likely even try again. They could try this again. They could try eventually it's receiver by committee all over again. But this is the pure evidence, though. This is, you can't beat this. Hold on real quick. Let me get this super chat. Big homie say, if we locked in, ain't no switching up, bruh. Exactly, bruh.
If we locked in, ain't no switching up.
Yeah, bro. If you locked in right now, ain't no switching up, bruh. I ain't trying to hear nothing that we getting ready to lose, no Brady. Man, everybody should be locked in by now, man. Ain't no switching up.
If we locked in, ain't no switching up.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all, likely we getting ready to
run it up.
I'm trying to tell you, man, I see it coming, man. These Dallas Cowboys.
I need the cash pronto. I don't throw interceptions like Romo.
Well, actually, Dak has been throwing interceptions like Romo. One more time.
I need the cash pronto. I don't throw interceptions like Romo.
My boy Dak having a Romo year. I ain't gonna even lie. My boy Dak having him a Romo year. I ain't tripping, though. Man. But hey, man, let's take some calls, bro. We gonna open up these phone lines, man. Y'all get up in here. Let's talk. Don't let Coach Marv beat y'all today. Michael Lockhart said, I already seen the barbershop view. Yeah, man, I appreciate it, big dog. I appreciate you checking out that, man. We could be doing that. So we got the call lines open. Y'all go ahead and call on in, man, and we'll get it going. What's up, Jessica? I see you. Yeah, she said shop today in Dallas Classic Cuts. Yeah. So we gonna be doing that now. Every time I go to my barbershops, I'm gonna showcase it, because I'm telling you, it'd be some real dope conversations. But call on in. We got, the phone lines popping, 210-940-9064. Don't be scared. But you already know, if you don't call, I'm going to go ahead and continue the content. And once I continue, I'm going to pause the phones, because I don't want to keep starting and stopping. But so this is your chance right now, if you want to kind of get on in, if you got something that's on your mind, if you got some freestyle. Hold on. No, we good. So 210-940-9064. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, man, because y'all taking too long to call. But I'll pause if y'all call on in. But this the deal. That was the bad news. Everything else is good going forward. And like I said before, we might have a former receiver for the Dallas Cowboys come in, potentially. I sent him the link. He might be having some communication issues. But I want to go over some things also due to that receiver stuff. All right. So I went back and I looked, and I want to ask him this question, but I'm gonna talk to y'all about it. Let me get this super chat real quick, man. We got the super chat from Sanjay. Sanjay let's see what my boy Sanjay talking about. He say, wide receivers can't create separation because they don't have speed. Why do you think T.Y. was able to make plays? Speed is greater than size 24/7. We gonna talk about that. That's a good thought. Boss Cowboy Sports. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Hey, boss, how you doing on this beautiful night, brother?
What's up, Wink? What you got?
Hey, listen here, man. Hey, man, I'm a first time caller, man. Been rocking with you since day one, brother.
What's up with it, bro? I thought you was Wink. Who I'm talking to?
But yeah, man, I'm from Pleasant Grove, man, straight out of Skyline High School, man. So I'm Dallas to the day I die, brother.
What?
But listen here, I got some questions for you.
All right.
Now I'm all in with them boys, regardless, on Monday night.
Right.
But what I have been concerned with over the course of the season, you know, a lot of questionable moves have been made throughout the season, letting a number of defensive linemen go, whether it would be Terrell Basham or Tristan Hill, guys that may not have had the skill, but it seems as if over the course of the season, the defensive line has worn down. What did we get in return for letting guys on the defensive line that messed up the rotation that we thought that was going to be a strength for us leading into the season after training camp?
Yeah, man, you getting already in my content. Jonathan Hankins had a full practice today.
Right.
And every time he on the field,
Right.
Our run defense gives up on average a whole yard. So in a game of inches, that's a mile. And that's why I said this show was gonna be about good news. You know what I'm saying? So like when we played Washington and when we played Tennessee and remember, we didn't have our best run stopper. And I also noticed, to answer your question, big dog, we've been laying low on Quentin Bohanna. We have not been giving Quentin Bohanna the reps. It's like we've been reserving him. Because remember, they came out there also, right? And they was giving other guys reps. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Dan Quinn talked about that he's been giving some of these guys reps, you know, in preparation for the playoffs. So, you know, we actually, in my opinion, big dog, we sitting pretty good. And I think we're getting ready to unleash it.
Well, I know Sims took a lot of reps from Terrell Basham, which made him a liability. But, you know, NFL Plus is a beautiful thing on that app, and I just got finished watching week one just to kind of prepare myself for what I think I might see or where we were kind of looking and where we were kind of weak back then. Right. And truth be told, man, we were having problems with the run even on week one. Okay.
Yeah.
So I know that we have improved, and I know that we have gotten better. But one of the major things that I've just been looking at, just kind of reflecting on the season, is I just felt like going into training camp, you know, our biggest strength was our ability to keep waves and waves of brothers coming in on that defensive line, trying to keep everybody fresh. But it just seems to me that, you know, a number of off-season moves just changed everything. And I know, obviously, injuries, you know, players are going to be out there playing hurt and stuff like that. It's just the nature of the business. But at the end of the day, I just really felt like, okay, what did we get on the back end besides Hankins, to which we did have to we had to do a trade to get him, right? So what did we get after we dropped all those guys off the defensive line? Pretty much nothing, and we let Ridgeway go as well for nothing, you know. So it is what it is.
And I agree with you, man. Tristan Hill, because then we get all asked this question: would you rather have Tristan Hill or James Washington? Like, we spent all that time waiting to see what James Washington was going to do, and Tristan Hill was available. You know? So I guarantee if we could rewind time, we would have kept Tristan Hill and we would have released James Washington a long time ago. But other than Tristan Hill, I don't really think we had even no need for Basham because Sam Williams was already rising, right? So, like, where was Basham go even get some reps? You know? We already full on that rotation as is because Sam Williams balling and coming up. Fowler is absolutely balling. You know Micah Parsons and you know Tank is balling. So we already 4 deep on that edge. And so then when you look at the 3-tech position, we also strong and getting stronger there as well. I don't really see the trenches as big of a risk. But I do agree that we likely should have kept Tristan Hill over James Washington.
Yeah. And I'm really hoping that on Monday night with Hankins anchoring the middle of the line, the twist and the stunts, man, they gotta go. They gotta go. It's gotta be mano-a-mano. Right. Guys gotta beat their man in front of them Monday night.
Facts. See, because that's what I felt good to hear Dan Quinn say, that he was experimenting. You see what I'm saying? Cause like them stunts, they was so womp.
Yes.
It was trash.
I personally feel that regardless of whether or not everybody was playing at the same time, you know, players ain't stupid. They knew New York was going to come out there with some lollipops and gumdrops, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think they were really in tune with trying to really get that dub anyway.
Yeah.
But you know,
facts.
It is what it is, man. It just honestly created a PR nightmare for the boys this past week. Everybody jumping ship, you know, everybody walking around pessimistic, talking about here we go again. I don't blame them. I get it. Hey, I've been a Cowboy fan all my life. I get it. I understand. I've been there through all the ups and downs, you know. But at the end of the day, we got to stand strong. Got to stand strong for our boys, man.
And listen, you know I say this with respect. Honestly, especially me and you, this our city. This totally different than, you know, I'm not saying we better than other people, but we better stand strong. You know, ain't no switching up.
Yeah.
We locked in, big dog. What's your name?
Question? I got one more question. I'm going to go.
Okay.
Now, in the first game, I saw Fournette just run on. But here's my question. I know more than likely Dan Quinn is going to keep Micah Parsons on the line. But at the end of the day, I do believe that we got to get Anthony Barr. We got to get Anthony Barr off the field. Do you think there's a possibility that Dan Quinn might at times put Parsons and Van Der Esch on the field at the same time?
It's a strong
at linebacker. I know Clark. You know, he's been kind of holding it down, but he's young, and I'm just really hoping the lights won't be too bright for him.
Nah, I think Damon Clark made for our lights. I just think he might be a little bit kind of green. You know what I mean? His linebacker awareness is not quite there yet. Plus, he had no training camp, so likely the game is just coming at him real fast. I'm almost certain the game is coming at him real fast. But I can definitely see LVE with Parsons. But the problem is, for some reason, they just stopped moving Parsons around. The only good thing is a lot of public pressure coming from us to go back to moving Micah around and truly using him like a queen on a chessboard to where he could attack for multiple positions. So we've been talking about that all off season. It worked all last year, and then all of a sudden they just abandoned it, you know. So, but I can at least try to hold out some hope, because like Quinn was very transparent, and he said straight up, he didn't hold back. He said, I have been looking at different things in preparations for the playoffs. So hopefully, my hope is this, is that he's been holding back. Now, a lot of times we said that last year with Kellen Moore, because it didn't make sense for him not to be using Pollard going into the playoffs. So we was all scratching our head like he must be saving Pollard. But that didn't happen even when he was in the playoffs. But Dan Quinn is probably smarter than that, but we getting ready to see. But I would say it's a definite possibility of what you said, Micah lining up at linebacker with LVE. Yes, sir.
Well, I really hope that our secondary, I mean, because I know it's really tough to want to stay aggressive, but not bite on potential double moves, but just keep your man in front of you. Because I saw a lot of that. In week one, where Brady was trying to test us deep and things like that. But I don't know. We'll see, brother. But, man, I really enjoy linking up with talking to you on the phone. Like I said, I'm a day one subscriber to you, brother, and I enjoy the show. I enjoy the OC, Coach Marv, everybody, man. Amp, so, I'm definitely down with the crew, man. Hey, yo, your last video when you at Fuel City, did you get some street tacos, man?
Man, I did.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I drive that way home every day, brother.
Yeah, bro.
And back in the day when I was in the streets, place to go after hit the club, right?
Ooh, hey, man, don't tell them too much, bro. Don't tell them my detailed secrets, bro. Let's keep that between us.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your name?
But brother, man, you take it easy, man. Like I said, I'm gonna start calling it a little bit more, man. Like I said, I enjoy linking up with you, and like I said, man, I'm gonna keep rocking with y'all, brother.
What's your name? Can you hear me? What's your name?
Hey, yeah, I'm Alpha Adonis, but man, my name is Sky, brother.
Sky, okay, I'll be looking for you, Alpha. All right, Sky. All right,
take care, brother. Peace now.
Brother from the
God bless.
Metroplex. God bless. Brother from the Metroplex. We call it the Metroplex over here, man. So, all right, so I'm gonna take another call. Matter of fact, because I missed already. Damn, we already had 7 calls. All right, here we go. Taking another call. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Hello?
Yeah.
Boss?
Yes.
Hey, man, what's up, man? I finally made it through online.
Okay, who's this?
Hey, so I'm a first-time caller. So just real quick, I want to be 100 with you, man. The only Cowboy content creator I was subscribed to was Law, man, and I remember he was promoting you, bro, and I went ahead and I checked out your channel, man, and I'll be honest with you, between you, OC, you guys are great, man. Every video that you guys come out with, man, I gotta watch it. Even my kids, man, they be telling me, hey, man, Boss he's on live, man, and it's like a must, man. I rather listen to you, OC, man, than watch, regular TV, man, because you guys keep it real. I've been a Cowboy fan. I know that's kind of the cliche thing to say, but I'm a real diehard Cowboy fan. I'm from Southern California.
Yeah.
And I like the content that you and OC bring out, because you guys don't sugarcoat anything. You guys bring out what's real, and that's what had me attracted to you guys, because you guys bring out what's in depth and not just all this positive and this positive, because we look, I have no doubt in my mind we can go to Tampa and we could win, just because I know the potential we have.
Right.
We have a lot of work to do in terms of our offensive coordinator, And I just don't understand why we never put two in the backfield. Why don't we ever play Tony Pollard, Zeke in the backfield? Have that defense guessing all the time instead of always using, vertical hooks and curls and all that, man. I just think if we were to implement that a lot more, we would be a lot more dangerous.
No, man.
And then secondly, man, I love you. Get me so amped up when you give it to those Eagle fans because somebody got to put them in place, bro.
Man,
they be acting all wild and everything, bro, and you be putting them in their place not with just emotion but with just facts.
Man, bro, I felt the same way. Like, I couldn't stand how they would come like to our channels and they would literally stick their chests out as if they was on our level. So as soon as I got a chance, bro, I was like, bro, I'm finna go crazy.
And the thing about it is, like, we had multiple seasons where we start off 5-1, 6-1, 7-1, number one offense, and don't get me wrong, we excited about it, but we're not expecting validation from Eagle fans, from New York fans, from Washington fans. Like, they want the cookie, they want the whipped cream, the sprinkle and everything, man. Like, it's like, and then like what Jalen Hurts is like, man, like he's done a lot better, but I still feel like this is his first season as a full starter. He still has ways to go. The way they play him is, like a running back, and I'm not saying that because I don't like the Eagles, but if they were to really understand that, you're putting your quarterback in jeopardy, you want to run him, like a running back and say, oh,
Run it up.
like, to me, a real quarterback is using your arm, reading the defense, going through your progressions, and then, making a play. If you got to run, you got to run. But,
Look like I should have been with you talking about them Eagle fans, big dog.
Yes, sir.
But with you and OC, you guys, man, honestly, and I mean this truthfully, you guys are incredible, man. You guys are, when we lose and when we have a bad game, I turn you guys on, and it makes me feel a lot better just to share the passion, to share to listen to the knowledge that you guys bring up, man. Like, I really, like, honestly, truthfully, I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate what you do, boss. Taking the time out to make these contacts, man. Like, and my favorite show is The Final Word. Like,
oh yeah,
I have to be there to watch that, bro. Like, I love that show, man. I could spend there. I could be watching that for hours, man. And there's no better show for me personally, bro, than The Final Word, man. I thank you guys for that, man. I don't want to spend too much time, man, but I appreciate you, boss. I appreciate your passion, your knowledge. I appreciate the detail and the hard work that you do to point out the obvious, to point out the elephant, man. I've learned a lot from you this year, bro. Honestly, with just everything, man. With Pookie, Kellen Moore, man. Like, I be listening to you at work, man. You be having me dying. People be looking at me like, man, why is he laughing? But, man, I'll be laughing, bro. But it's facts.
It's facts. Dog. Yeah, man, we appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, let's go Cowboys, man. Let's get this win. And then, yeah, man, I'll tune in for your final word again for the next week. But, hey, man, I want to say thank you. And, hey, man, shout out to OC. Shout out to Big Game James, man. And let's go Cowboys, man. Thank you,
What's
boss.
your name, bro? What's your name?
Oh, man, my name is Jeremy, man. I'm from Southern California, man. But, yeah, my name is Jeremy, man. And my kids, man, they plugged onto you, bro. They know who you are. They know who the OC is, man. They know who all you guys are, man. They be helping me, man. Hey, man, Boss Alive. Hey, the OC dropped a video, man. So
That's crazy. That's dope, bro. I appreciate it, bro. I sure appreciate that, man. Jeremy, and I'm going to be looking for you in the chat now. Now I know your voice, and it definitely matters even more. For real. So
cool, man. Thank you, bro.
All right, big dog. Man, that was a good call, OC. You right on time, big homie. All right, so OC, first of all, man, what's your thoughts on that, big dog?
No, man. Well, listen, we appreciate the love, and we do this stuff for you guys. I tell you what, man, we passionate about the game and about Cowboys, and so when we put out content, man, you guys subscribing, liking, sharing, it means the world to us, and we really appreciate it. I see you with the super chat. I can't read that name, boss. You got to read that one. But I appreciate the super chat, brother.
Yes, Stelios.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. But no, it's all good, man. And it's a lot to talk about. It's an exciting time. We're going into playoff game number 1 versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Notice I said playoff game number 1 because I'm fully expecting us to win this game. So, man, excited about, things that we got coming out. We got more content too, and this is important.
Yeah.
Going into the weekend, we'll have more content. So you guys stay tuned in and locked in and support the videos as they come out.
Yeah. And then another thing too, obviously I told everybody about the emergency that I had this week. And I did a super late night video that most people didn't even know. Now Queen was in the building, DA Lee was in the building. Some of y'all late night owls had me rolling that y'all was still there at 2 and 3 in the morning. But I did a video on the danger of the pass on first down doctrine. So go check that out because most people didn't even know that I did that because it was so late. Most people would sleep. So go catch up on that one. And I did send it to all the people that was having that discussion talking about throwing on first down. It's going to make us better. So I sent it to all the decision makers just because I felt like it was the wrong time for that doctrine and I didn't want it to sway the decision makers in the building. So... And none of them responded, but they don't have to respond. It's never about did they respond or not. I want them to listen. I want them to click. That's all I care about. Because if you get the knowledge, then it's go put a conviction in you to say opposite. So, I want to run something by you real quick. Just real quick. I already talked about it, but I wanted to get your take on it and move on to the new content. But be quick on this one, bro. It came out that basically Noah Brown is averaging about 2.3 yards separation and Michael Gallup 2.4. I went back and looked, bro, and the receiver by committee that Dak had in 2018 that was the worst in the league was averaging 2.2. What does that say? Because I gave them my opinion, but what does that say when your number 2 and number 3 is right around what the whole receiver by committee group was when they was last in the league in 2018? What does that say about Dak and what does that say about them?
Well, it says a couple things that Dak is forced when he's throwing to these receivers to make tight window throws with very little separation. And that's number 1. Number 2 is saying that you need to get better. And we've been saying this, and that's why we had a lot of discussions and arguments about OBJ. That's why the video that I dropped, I believe a week and a half now, about make T.Y. Hilton the number 2 receiver, right? Yep. That's exactly why. Because the eye in the sky don't lie. And, Michael Gallup is just not 100% back from the ACL injury. But I tell you, and even when he was healthy, I think he's better at the top of the route tree versus the bottom of the route tree and running underneath routes. I just think he excels at the top of the route tree, running the longer routes is what I mean when I say that. So it just means you got to get better at the bottom of your receiving core, and you got to upgrade there some kind of way.
Yep, that's what I got from it too, big dog. And I emphasize that also said to me that Dak is much better, bro. That was the major emphasis I got out of it, because you having about the same type of separation that you had in 2018, but your offense is still scoring points and your offense is still production. So it just says, now some people ain't gonna recognize Dak for that. Because when you take this data and you mix it with the 2018 data, it clearly says Dak is better. It clearly says that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And I want to run something by you as an offensive guy. And I want you to be straight up with me. All right, we're going to do a quick film session on this real quick. Here we go.
The OC. Film breakdown.
All right, so we go play us a game. The name
Yep.
of this game is catch or no catch. We gonna be realistic, all right, on expectations. Let's keep it all the way real. And everybody gotta participate. OC, should this be a catch or no catch? Let's let it play.
All right. That's a tough one, man. You got the other angle?
Yeah, I got the other angle.
That's a tough one. Show me the other angle, man. Show me the why. Show me the coach's side. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I want to be fair balanced, so that's why I asked you got the other angle. Because you paused it right there, like, do you got the other angle?
See, hold on. Clap it up for OC, y'all. Hold on real quick. Hold on, man. Clap it up for OC. Clap it up. See, that's an integrity test, and he passed it. That's a very, 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 very hard angle to see. All right, so here we go. Oh, I'm also tell y'all, they showed the replay during the game. He should have caught that. It hit it dead in his hands. But that is a hard one to see. Hold on.
Yeah, it's hard to see from that angle.
But I got the other angle. And see, everybody that watched the game.
If that was Noah Brown, I already know what happened. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Wait.
No, that's Noah Brown. Okay, that was Noah Brown. Okay, I got it now.
Man, hold on. Oh, we ain't gonna do Noah like that. I hear the other angle.
Yes, I
Catch
am.
or no catch?
Yes, I am. Yeah, it hit his hands though, bro.
Yeah.
If you're
right there, you see it? He got two hands on it right there.
Yeah, it hit his hands. And so here's the deal, man. You know, this is not Pop Warner. This is not college ball. Like, if you a D1 big time receiver, then you gonna come up with that catch. And so I've said this, and a lot of people get angry about this and say I'm not giving a man his just due and all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, you're a professional receiver. And if that ball hits your hands, you have to come down with it. This is your job. You're paid to do this right here, man. You're right here. You paid to make that tough catch right here. And the issue is that Noah Brown hadn't really all year been able to come down with any of these tough balls. Right. You know, any ball that he was in coverage or where he was challenged with someone else, he hadn't been able to come down with the ball. Now, I'm not saying that he should be put in that situation. So partially, this is on our offensive coordinator and judgment calls in terms of who you put in certain situations. And here's the deal. If you're going to throw into double coverage, why in the world are we running a post go down the middle of the field with Noah Brown into double? If you're gonna throw the ball into double coverage, shouldn't that be CeeDee Lamb? Shouldn't it be CeeDee Lamb?
I agree.
And that's the issue with this system versus scheme. That's the whole issue with the system versus scheme. If you want somebody to come down with a tough catch, throw it to the guy with the best hands on the team, which is CeeDee Lamb. And that's my whole contention about this stuff, man. And this is why some of the things, to be honest with you, I just don't like the schematics and the prep and the decision making in terms of where the football is thrown to.
Yeah, bro. Because look, bro, Dak, who laid out
he put it on him.
Down.
He put it on him.
God,
put it right
dog. Bro, that is a dog. And this is Dak's worst game ever. But if he make that catch, they on the 2-yard line, bro.
Yeah.
All right,
Dak put it on him.
We playing the game again. What's up, Nick? I see my boy Nick in the building. What's going on, big dog? All right, here we go. Next, I want y'all to participate. I don't see everybody participating. We got way too many people in the building for us not to have a crazy amount of participation on this. We all playing this game. I see D.A. Lee played the game. I see some more people played the game, but I don't see enough people. I need y'all to answer this question. Here we go. Catch or no catch? OC, here we go.
Mm-hmm. That should be a catch. That should be a catch.
Catch or no
That should be a
catch.
catch.
Everybody got to put it in the chat. We got to see it. Catch or no catch. Ooh, cause these throws
Former Pro Bowler.
and that go get hit for this. Will your quarterback bow? Will your quarterback getting hit for you, bro? You got to come down, dog.
Yeah, bro. That's slightly back shoulder. Oh yeah, and look, and see, here's the deal. Leave it right there. See, T.Y. Hilton is square. He's square to that football. He came back, it was back shoulder, he's square. You square and you see it coming in, you gotta come down with it. Simple.
Man, Dak threw that thing at the rim. That's a rim throw. He threw that like an alley-oop. Let me rewind that one, bro. That's crazy, Dak, bro. This why I ain't worried about that. Even on a bad game, I ain't worried about it. Like, God, dog. Yeah, these are tough catches, though. Nobody's saying these are easy. But I think with both of them, especially T.Y. T.Y., you had to come down with that, bro.
You got to come down with a dog.
He took
and that's why we brought you in the building.
Yeah.
And that's why you made Pro Bowls in your career, you know what I mean, for making, catches like that. Now, I think he'll bounce back and they'll up the ante because they got to. It's the playoffs. But, man, you got to come down with that one.
All right. So, I want to talk about something that's going around. Usually I give this stuff no attention, but I'm going to give it a little bit of attention because it's out of hand. And then we go talk about this real quick. Let me show y'all something, all right? Because to me, it done got crazy. All right, so here we go. So Kevin Gray asks, he said, how do I supposed to take Dan Orlovsky seriously when I see stuff like this? Where they just keep, this is so disrespectful, bro. Where you got Dak Prescott out of all the quarterbacks ranked 12th.
Well, let me see. Who almost said something? No, I'm gonna say it.
Say it.
Who is Dan Orlovsky? A career backup?
Yep.
You're a career backup that got a job on a nice network. So how can I trust your judgment anyway, as it relates to elite quarterback play, which you've never been able to do at the NFL level? So really, look at the source. Now, I don't care what you say. Now, maybe he's talking about what he thinks and who's playing the best this year, right? We talked about quarterback play. We didn't talk about running ability. So if you just deal on quarterback play, Jalen Hurts ain't number 4. And I would say if you're dealing with just pure quarterback play, Josh Allen is not number 3. Josh Allen's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Geno Smith is having a good year. Trevor Lawrence is having a good year. Daniel Jones is playing better. But Daniel Jones is not better than Dak. Geno Smith is not better than Dak. Trevor Lawrence is growing. He's not better than Dak. Tom Brady, you could argue that. Lamar Jackson has been hurt the last 5 weeks. Justin Herbert is a good quarterback. Joe Burrow is a good quarterback. He's a boss. Pat Mahomes is a good quarterback. He's a boss. Josh Allen is a good quarterback / running back. Right. Jalen Hurts is having a good year, and he's an okay quarterback. I'm not saying he's bad. I don't think he's great. I think he's okay. So, this guy's a career backup, dude. You know what I mean? So you can say whatever you want. I'm just, blah. It's like you telling me how to beat a bull rush, and you never been in the game and got bull rushed by a dude that got drafted. It's like, I can hear what you're saying, but I'm not really listening to you because you never been in there and did it at a high level. So I don't know, man. That's what I think.
It's,
in the buck with you.
It's that we will. We go talk about that. Mickey said, boss, NOC salute. Sorry I'm late. I don't mean to be a pain, but did I miss anything? I see rumors. Thanks for all y'all do. Yeah, we talking about the updates, the stuff that's already kind of going out there. That's going to affect us. So we just kind of going through all the current updates that broke today. So that's what we mean by rumors and updates. And so we just like the injury reports and people that's coming back and what that's going to mean. That type of stuff, Mickey. That's what we're dealing with. But right now, this is also part of the rumors, like stuff that people are saying. But man,
it just seemed like a hater move, bro. It just seemed like a hater. It seemed like a little bit of a hater move, and like people try to be controversial just for the sake of being controversial.
That's what
I just don't like it. It just you know what? It just rubs me the wrong way. I'm being honest. Just seeing that, it just rubs me the wrong way.
It just
dirty. Really does.
It is dirty.
It rubs me the wrong way,
bro.
Yeah,
and
it's
the way balls get paid. Like the more you're controversial against Dak, the more you get attention. So you can't even trust the mainstream media to make fair analysis. And it's not even just with Dak, it's with everybody. Every one of them go get hit with the wee woo.
Oh, you see this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
Yep, it's part. Yeah, we gonna always get hit with the fake news.
You are fake news.
Yeah, and so it's nobody feels sorry for us. Nobody cares.
Sheila, I see you.
It's no integrity. It's no honesty. Like how you go put Justin Herbert over that, and how you go put all these new quarterbacks who don't even have no resumes. That got a whole career at this point. He got 7 years of production at this point. This is sick. It's sad, and it is that wee woo.
Popular, like I said, it's just to attack the Cowboys. That's what people do. They try to make their careers off of it. Stephen A. Smith, in particular, he's made a career and increased his fan base off of dogging out the Cowboys and peeing on the Cowboys. And he's a Philly, was a Philly journalist and all that. But I mean, it's good business. It's just good for business. That's how I'm gonna take it. It's good for business.
Yeah, it's good
for business to try to go hard on the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Somehow you get popular, you get raises, you make more money, you get a new contract just because you went hard on the Cowboys, man. It's just popular. It's the popular thing to do. It is truly win the crowd, win your freedom. It's like curse the Cowboys, get paid. What I mean? It's just one of those things.
And see, this is what I hate. Can I keep it real about this number one BS? Because I know kids is watching, so I'm not gonna curse. But this is the thing I hate about the wee woo.
Oh, you see this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
This is what I hate about the wee woo, bro. I hate the fact that this is just purely about money, bro. It is just purely capitalism. This is evil.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you right, Stephen A. literally built a whole brand. And this is the thing I'm gonna say that I also hate. Philadelphia is actually winning because of the envy against Dallas. So people, because notice all these shows, they don't only have a Dallas person, they now go out their way to hire ex-Philly people to be the antagonists against the Dallas people.
Yeah, man, it's like the WWE, man. It's like wrestling. It's like
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
It's perfect, bro. It's like if you don't know wrestling, it's like they have bends and they have heels. Like heels are bad guys, bends are good guys. That's what they do, man. They create, and you said the perfect word, Boss Cowboy, antagonists.
Yep.
Antagonists. It's an intentional Planet C. I know I'm gonna hire somebody that will go hard on the Cowboys, and I'm gonna pay them to do it. This is great, man. It's good for business. It's great for business.
Yeah, and that's why Philly gets so much love. That's why I hate Philly. It's like y'all only listen, because anybody that's honest knows that Jalen Hurts' current MVP season is not even on a level of Dak's rookie season. But they'll pump up Jalen like, whoo, he clear MVP, and they was whomping Dak, who broke over 15 all-time records. So hold on, check this out real quick. Check this out, because I want to I ain't heard this. Have you heard this? He said, "Boss, did you hear what Mike Evans and the Bucks player said about us? We simple and predictable. Basically, we don't do nothing special." I ain't heard that. I ain't heard that. I hope so.
Shots fired. Okay.
See, this my boy Nick right here, bro. See, Nick, my boy out of East Texas, he always keep it 100. He say, it's our fault. As fans, we feel the comments up every time on a hate piece. Ooh. Clap it up for Nick. Clap it up. Clap it up. All right, real quick, man. Let's take a call, then we'll get to the next stuff real quick, if you don't mind. Oh, so you got a set to take off?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. You got
All right, we'll take a call real quick. So we got the phone lines open, man. We gonna take a break from the content. We got some more stuff that's coming up that I know y'all gonna want to hear about, because now we gonna get ready to talk about balancing out that offensive line. Because actually, what I'm seeing happening is the forming of the playoff preparation, and it's looking real good. It's honestly looking real good. So I'm giving y'all a second to go ahead and call on in. It's Freestyle Thursday. Make sure y'all call on in. But you know, I'm very impatient. So if y'all don't call in, y'all already know I'm gonna go ahead and start. So let's go ahead and get to it though, bro. While we waiting on somebody to call in.
Yep.
So obviously the good news is that we having some people that have full practices today. So Tyler. Hankins. Oh, they say Law reported on this channel. Yeah, I trust it. I trust it. And then LVE. You know. So obviously, let's kind of get into that as we waiting on these phones real quick, because this is the news we all been waiting on, especially with Tyler. Because there's a major... Okay, we got us a call. We gonna take the call, and then we'll come back to that. All right, here we go. Boss Cowboy Sports. Boss Cowboy Sports.
We ready. We ready. We ready for Tampa. We ready. We ready. We ready.
Run it up.
Another one.
What's up? Who's this?
Ain't no need of nobody talking negative. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. The boys want a ring. And to be the best, you got to beat the best. You got to. They did not come 12 through with 12 wins for nothing. Y'all think they just really gonna play like they played in the last game of the regular season? Y'all people done lost y'all everlasting mind. They gonna come out there, defense gonna come out there, and they gonna be doing all the X's and the O's. They gonna be executing. We gonna have Sam Williams out there. We gonna have Tank out there. We gonna have LVE out there. We gonna have Big Hank out there. What's wrong with y'all people? And Dak is not no bumbler. Dak is a dime thrower. Dak is on his money throwing. I don't know what y'all talking about or what y'all think it is. Them boys wasn't really wanting to play in that last game. Man, come on, bro.
Right.
It's all about going out there and smash mouth, stand on the gas, executing on offense, executing on defense, man. When you offense line got to stand up, they got to protect that. They cannot allow nobody to bully them. You got to go out there and play Cowboy football, not the way Tampa Bay wants you to play, but the way you want to play, the way you want to win a race. That's it. No need for the panic. Quit the panicking.
Facts. Yeah. Facts.
Let's go Cowboys and let's whoop Tampa Bay. We will fight. We will win. We speak victory to every battle we're in. We win, we win, we win. One game at a time. How about them Cowboys? Let's go.
Man, appreciate that, Jessica. That was awesome. Y'all clap it up for Jessica, man. Y'all clap
Yeah,
it
Jessica.
up.
Appreciate that.
Up, man.
Appreciate
For real.
that.
Run it up. Cause man, there ain't no switching up right now, man. This time. It ain't no switching up right now. See, the whoopings, OC, that we was giving Kellen Moore and that kind of stuff, people got us messed up. We always was talking about stuff that can improve this team. But at this point, man, it's time to go. We'll take another call. Boss Cowboy Sports. Boss Cowboy Sports with the OC.
Hey, boss. Hey, OC. I just want to say this right here. Okay, so we know Tyler Biadasz will possibly be playing in this playoff game. And my thing is, how healthy is he? I hope to not see him come in banged up and this whole offensive line is going to struggle in this playoff game. I don't want to sound negative, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah, we'll talk about that right now. What else you got? Then we'll address it.
That's all I got for right now, but I don't want to see Mullins. I want to see Rhodes in this game. And that's me being honest. Look, boss, I put the verses because I honestly think Rhodes is better than Brown. And I know you said something about Brown having his stock up, but, brother, I cannot agree with that.
Okay, that's cool, bro. Hey, we ain't got to agree on everything. Sometimes we disagree. I'm cool with that. I don't take no offense. Yeah.
All right.
But
that's all I got. Hey, anybody else want to call in, call in. But, hey, appreciate you, boss, and OC.
Already, man. Appreciate the call, big dog. All right, so we got us a super chat, too. He said, boss, OC, which returning player more important to the Cowboys' success? Rank the order. Who you think we need? Oh, that's a good one. Who do you think we need the most?
Yeah.
LVE, Hankins, Biadasz, Avante. I'll start that one if you don't mind, OC. I would say Tyler. I would say clearly Tyler. And Tyler because he affects multiple positions. It's not just him. So when he comes back to center, you also get a stabilization of left guard and left tackle just by bringing him back. You get a domino effect of stabilization from that one position. None of the other ones does that. What's your thoughts on that, OC?
Yeah, I agree with you, and I'll give you mine real quick. It is Tyler Biadasz because he stabilizes the center of that line. He allows you to play with your pretty much starting five for the last 5-6 weeks. And as it relates to his injury and the high ankle sprain, the high ankle sprain is with a lot of therapy, and I'm sure they did a lot of hot cold. He'll probably get a pain shot in that ankle. He'll get a bunch of tape on it. And that pain shot, if he gets a pain shot or a numbing shot, he'll be able to make it through 3 hours. You know, it'll probably swell and be sore after, but they'll baby him, take care of him, and just give him a bunch of therapy. He'll have nonstop therapy on the high ankle sprain probably throughout this whole playoffs. I played with one of those before, and it hurts, but when the adrenaline is going and you're in the game, you just get through it. And so I think he'll be fine with the high ankle sprain, actually. And he's had one before. They tend to heal a little bit faster once you have one, so he'll be fine. Number 2 will be Hankins. Hankins prevents double teams from getting up to the second level, which leads into the third, which is LVE. LVE has to be a gap shooter. He got to play downhill like he was starting to play before he got injured. And so I hope he has no trepidation as it relates to his body or his head or his neck, and that he is truly committed to playing physical downhill, because if he does that, it's going to set, and Hankins being number 2, if they play well, it's going to set the tone for Brady being in third and long. And he's not going to be in third and long without getting pressure, sacks, and getting disruptive all game. And so we go put that heat on him if we can get Brady in third and long. And that's on it. We want him playing third and long to the game.
Right. So, real quick, the thing that I'm excited about the most, also second, is like you talked about Hankins, because we didn't have him for game 1, and Fournette was doing his thing. Fournette never ran like he ran against us, so if you're going to be able to get Brady and try to make this a game about Brady throwing, which I want him to try to throw it on us, because to me that's going to open it up for us pass rush to get after him and frustrate him. It starts with Hankins. So, you know, I know a lot of people was real upset after Washington, but when I'm looking at the people that's returning, I feel real good. I want to run something also by UOC and get your thoughts on this. I've been thinking about this, and this is good when you have somebody like the OC who played through a lot of injuries, because you played through a lot of injuries, but you didn't miss games. See, that's what people didn't know about the OC. The OC, he lightweight. He light-skinned crazy. See, you don't want to mess with no light-skinned crazy, dude. My boy is light-skinned crazy, bro. I ain't gonna never forget with my boy Grover. You got hurt one game. And my boy Grover jumped in the game to play the right tackle. Man, the OC, he ran back in there so fast. I'm talking about hurt. And my boy OC was like, hey, nobody gonna get my reps, hurt or not. Say, boy, y'all have no idea. This dude was a lion. I'm telling you, this dude OC was crazy. I saw it with my own eyes. My boy OC limped out the game. His backup jumped in there. OC didn't even wait 1 second. He limped himself right back up in there. Light skinned, crazy. Hey, my boy Blackwell with the super chat. He said, so say too many of our fans need to get their mind right and learn how to properly fan. It's playoff time. Get behind our team. 100. Y'all in, boss. Did you get my message about the targets and catch percentage? No, I didn't. I didn't get it. I'll check it after the show. And then I got another super chat, and Life said, boss, I told you, OC the light-skinned Black Panther. Yeah, man. Say, nah, but we locked in, though. Ain't no switching up over here.
If we locked in, ain't no switching up.
But I want to run this by you real quick. And I noticed something. To me, LVE started playing better when Clark came.
Yeah, you noticed that, huh?
Yep. And I don't think it's just the competition. You know what I think it was, bro?
What's that?
I think it was the fact that he had a similar injury, a similar surgery, similar location, but he was playing fearless. And I think that put some courage in LVE. I'm just being honest.
That's great insight, boss. It's great insight. Really
you feel me on that? I want to get your thoughts on that, because I trust
really
you, especially with your medical consulting background. I want to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, man, I think that, you know, what people don't understand is that overcoming injury is physical, but it's mental. So, like, you know, you rehab from injuries and you come back, but the thing that's really the thing is how is your confidence level? Yeah. So you can be playing, because there was times that, man, I came back, like I played, you know, I played 10 games with a torn meniscus. You know, Boris missed a whole season with that. I played 10 games with a torn meniscus. It's like, you have surgery, and I'm like, nah, I'm okay. It don't hurt that bad. And I played with it, and I had surgery after the season, you know, which in hindsight, I lost more to cartilage, but it, you know, it wasn't probably the wisest thing to do, but I was passionate about what I did, and I wouldn't like change it for the world. But and that was my sophomore year, boss, too. So that's my sophomore year. So here's the deal, man. There's a mental element of when you get confidence back, and LVE appeared to be a guy that was physically sandbagging until several weeks ago.
Yeah.
In other words, he trying to get through so he can hit his years, and he can have like a long career, you know what I'm saying, and play at least 6-7 years and get his pension and all that kind of stuff. Now he looked like, okay, man, I'm just forget it, man. I'm just gonna go get it, you know. And you see him running downhill, mixing it up, being physical at the point, doing all those type of things that you saw him do his rookie year. So I think that also it's competition, because you see a guy that run a 4.3, 4.4, flying around making plays, and you don't want this rookie coming in off a neck injury, similar injury, and playing just way better than you. So it's also a competitive component as well.
Yeah, Yeah. I think Clark put a key in his back. I swear to God, just him watching Clark, because Clark, he always played and came across like he wasn't scared about that neck. You know what I mean? Like he said, even shortly after his surgery, I feel like I can play right now. He's truly a mind over matter type of dude, like for real. And that's to me good news going into the playoffs, right? Because most people, if you thinking with common sense, you should be at least a little bit concerned about timidity, right? With LVE coming off that stinger. But I think with the key in his back from Clark, we should get at least a resurgence from LVE. That's my honest to God.
And here's the deal about this. I mean, LVE is a businessman. He's a thinking man. He got a 1-year deal. Hey, man, whatever these playoffs for you is an addition. It's an audition for the rest of the NFL. All eyes on you. We play Monday night. I don't think we have any competition. Is anybody else playing Monday night besides the Cowboys?
No.
Okay, that's right. Exactly. Primetime television. So, hey, man, go out here, get your contract. You want to get a contract? Want to help your wife, your family? Get your contract, buddy. Let's get it in.
And see, Irene, I appreciate Irene. She kept it so real. She said, "Boss, I didn't take your advice to not listen to the mainstream sports and analysts. Heard lots negative about Dak and the team. They don't believe in the Cowboys." And you know the sad part, Irene? They actually do. They actually definitely believe in us, but they make so much money on being negative against us. They catering to our haters, you know, and that's why, you know, don't watch them. I know it's hard. And not watching them is almost like having access to your ex's DM. It's hard not to look and see what's going on when you have access. You see what I'm saying? You want to see what they saying about you. You want to see, are they hating on you? And when you go over there, you go find out, yeah, they are.
That's funny.
I always tell them, listen, don't piss yourself off. If you don't want to piss yourself off, don't watch them, because they gonna run the same BS.
Oh, you see this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
They gonna do you like that every time. All right, real quick, y'all. There's too many people sitting in here. We got to get our likes up. Likes is not where it should be. It's very under where we should be. We got over 200 plus people watching. We giving y'all a lot of updates and kind of explaining how the game is likely to play out. So we kind of need y'all support with the likes, man. It's just, you know, part of it. It's part of the daily things that we got to do when we go live, you know. So we also got a super chat. He said hold on real quick. Let me get the super chat to come in. He said, can't play the game scary. Yep, you'll get hurt like that. Absolutely.
100%.
That's facts, man. That is so facts. But y'all make sure, man.
I want to go back. Go ahead, boss.
Just real quick. Oh, so I'm almost finished. Yeah, get the likes up, bro. That's what's been growing this channel, you know. And it's really as simple as that. Some of y'all support different ways. Y'all give cash to the CashApp. Some of y'all super chat. Some of y'all just support with your views. Just take it to the next level and hit that like. That's going to take us to a whole nother level. But what was you saying, OC?
So I want to go back to say something just to get some feedback about this and let, you know, everybody watching as well chime in on this. Trip Aces said something that tripped me out. And this was about 10 minutes ago. Trip Aces said, hey, Tom Brady go play with that divorced man energy. He said, you ever seen a man wife leave and he pull his old Mustang out of the garage? so that is something to think about. That is just something to think about, because that could be an only component. If he did something where he's gonna come out here and act like he's 32 again and turn back the clocks of time and try to go bananas and make one last run. Because when you get your heart broke by a woman, you really kind of have that attitude. If you ever had your heart broken by a woman, and you don't have to admit it, but you dog. If you ever get your heart broken by a woman, a chick you thought was down with you, loved you, was gonna be with you, all of a sudden, man, you do get angry. When that thing don't work out, and I'm not talking about just anybody, I'm talking about somebody you cared about. When you really care about them and you thought it was gonna really work, boy, you come out that thing and you an animal for a little while. You just a tyrannical. You become a wild animal. So that is something to think about. That is something to think about. When you think about Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, you can go sit your wee-woo self down, bro.
Man, get the super chat.
What?
Sleeping on me now, crooking your neck.
Yeah, see, sleeping on LV got a crook in your neck. Yeah, DeShannon said, boss, remember Clark played the whole year at LSU, not aware of the back neck issue? Exactly. People were sleeping on Clark, and now they got a crook in their neck.
Sleeping on me now, crooking your neck.
Yeah.
Run it up.
So, no, man. And see, that's a good point, DeShannon. See, because that definitely likely gave him courage, to your point. I see what you're saying with that. So when you played a whole year with this and you was unaware, you a lot of times, you already was fearless. So he like, okay, so y'all gonna button me up and I'm gonna do my thing? He like, yeah, and you ain't gonna have no more problems. It's the type of guy that believe the doctors and have faith, and he also seemed like a very faith person. That does help your game. When you tap into a higher, part of the universe and godliness, you know what I mean? It can take you and your faith to a whole nother level to where you play like Samson, for those who read the Bible. So if you don't, you missed out on my story, my analogy. But no, that's real talk though. Like, Clark is that type of guy. What's your thoughts on that?
No, man, Clark is an athlete, man. He was a guy that wanted to really start the season and get the starting role. Like, he had that type of energy, from his press conference. So I wasn't surprised when he came back. He was the contributor. Now, he's just learning. He got to tighten up his techniques on underneath coverage. I know that from watching the last game. But in terms of him just being just an athlete and just running around and tackling people, he can do that in his sleep. So he could be all right.
Hold on, man. Elaborate on that real quick, dog.
So if you look at him, man, a guy that ran a 440, he ran, I believe, a 4.41 40, and actually he chased somebody down on the sideline that was across the field like 60 yards away. And, that speed. And if you look at him going left to right, he's super fluid. He's super fast. He's always around the ball, even if he didn't actually make the tackle. I will say that on the NFL level and dealing with the complexity of some of the offenses, he has to get used to reading keys. And when a linebacker reads keys from the outside linebacker position, they're reading outside and in. So he's looking at the tight end, the tackle movement, the guard movement, and he's making his determination based on what happens with that movement right in front of him on the line. So as he gets better at doing that, and at times he reads it perfectly and you see him shoot in and make a tackle and he's right there. At times you see him with a little bit of hesitation to where maybe he took a false step this way, but he has tremendous makeup speed. That's the thing you like about him. He has tremendous makeup speed. So he's still able to get around the ball and maybe get there a little bit late.
I don't think a lot of people understand makeup speed. Could you kind of elaborate just a little bit on that? I just want to make sure people with you on that, brother.
Yeah, so when you talk about makeup speed means this. Or some people call it being able to recover well. Like if you play offensive lineman, that's what coaches used to say. Like, hey man, he got really great. That means that you actually start going the wrong direction, but you have enough speed to go the wrong direction initially and pivot back and still be there on time to make a tackle when you were supposed to be there originally. So it's just showing athleticism. So if you think about Deion Sanders has something called great makeup speed. As a matter of fact, Deion Sanders was so fast, he would let people get behind him intentionally.
True.
Knowing that he was fast enough to catch up. As soon as the ball is in the air, he was going to speed up and go get the interception. That's a classic example of makeup speed.
So I do got the clip of Mike Evans. I want to listen to this. This came from Cowboys Fan Club. And also, my brother actually tweeted this to me right now. I appreciate that, man. That's real quality teamwork. Noble sent this because he the one put it in the comments, and he sent it to me right now. So I'm going to play it and get your thoughts on it, OC. It came from the Cowboys Fan Club. Listen.
Mike, to help having played the Cowboys earlier this season, and how much are you able to look at film 18 weeks ago, whatever, to help you out in this matchup coming up?
Well, they're a team that's simple. You know, they're a good team, but they're simple. They don't run anything really exotic or defensively, and offensively. You know, they're just a really talented team, and you know, they're just going to play straight up and see if you can beat them. So we got to come with our best.
You just cut the
Hold on.
Everywhere. It's a hell of a football player. The motor that he has is a great football. Really one of the great football players in this league. So we'll have that challenge, but it's not just him. They have a lot of guys with their hand in the ground that know what they're doing and is very capable and really good at what they do. So we got to prepare for that. That's what we're doing. That's what we'll do this week to get ourselves ready for this good football team. People can say what they want. This is a 12-win football team. So.
Well, they're running the ball good. You see Pollard starting to, come into his own. 88 is starting to rip the league up. You got to know where he's at. A couple of rough weeks from Dak, but he's coming off an injury.
And Diggs is a really good corner as well. So he's matched me 2021 and last first game of the season. He was on me a little bit, but not the whole game.
That Carolina game was.
I mean, they're down at corner. They got two guys injured. There were some solid players. The backup is solid. We're watching more film on him. 26. He's made some plays, but when we're healthy, it doesn't matter who the DBs are. So hopefully we get a lot of cover one.
He really is light-skinned crazy too. Mike Evans, he light-skinned crazy. He really is.
He been crazy since came out of A&M.
Yeah, he crazy.
He been like that.
What's your thoughts on that?
I think there's some truth to what he said, man. I think that, in the sense that we do have.
There's some truth in what he said? Did you hear?
I'm going to give you the sense.
Okay, I want to hear this.
No, listen. I'm saying the truth in the sense that we got a lot of talented athletes, man. We got a lot of talented athletes that are good at what they do, right? So that part is true, right? The aspect about us being a simple defense, I don't know if we're a simple defense. I think that we can show a variety of fronts. I don't think that's true. I think we're as simple as DC wants us to be. That's what I think, based upon the team. I think that he really brought out in the press conference this week that he was showing what he wanted to show. And I think that he's going to unleash the Kraken in the playoffs. That's what I think. I think the Cowboys are going to come out here with a chip on their shoulder. I think the Cowboys are going to come out here trying to actually put the rest of the league on notice and prove a point versus Tampa Bay. That's my feeling. That's my sense, Boss Cowboy. That's what I really get. And I think that, Mike is one of those dudes that he's like you in this regard, Boss Cowboy. So I think you'll respect what I'm about to say. He's like you was when you played. He'll talk crap to you to get the best out of you because that's gonna make him play his best.
Yep.
So I think he's one of those dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's that type of dude. I think he's one of them dudes. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes.
He's crazy.
You see that mean he ain't all the way there. Look at his eyes.
Yeah.
When you see that in somebody's eyes, that mean he ain't all the way there, bro. Just understand it. He ain't quite playing with a full deck. He cool, but he ain't quite playing with a full deck. So he one of those guys that he wants to play his best. And he knows what he's saying. And he go rise up to the challenge and give his best in the moment and see if you can beat it. And that's what it is, bro. And it's competition at its best. So I like it. And if I'm the Cowboys, I'm blowing that up and I'm putting that all over the locker room and everything. He said we simple. He said we basic. He called the Cowboys a basic chick. You know what I'm saying? That's no insult.
He did.
It's no insult to a woman. They call a woman a basic chick. You just a basic chick. That means you just vanilla. You just a Ross shopper. You just no makeup Mary. You just average Angela. It's no worse insult than to call somebody basic. That's what he did. He just calls them basic. Like you just a basic chick. That's what he said, basically, bro. That's what he said.
That's why I was finna hit that versus button on you, bro. Cause when you said I ain't seen nothing wrong with what he said, I was getting ready to.
No, I said some of it.
Yeah, bro. I was gonna fight you on that, big dog. See, and then common sense with the super chat. He said between what Devin White said and Evans, if we don't win, our team is unsullied. And I agree, dog. Like, listen.
That's real. He said unsullied. Common sense. Salute.
Snap, bro. Cut. No. See, we got kids that be watching. You know what I mean? Just cut. Yeah. For real, bro.
The appropriate word is neutered. You were neutered.
The worst part was at the end, OC.
Yeah.
He said they got 2 starting corners out. He said, but when we healthy, man, we'll beat they starters. Matter of fact, I hope they play us with 0 coverage.
Ooh, that was a fighting words, boss. That's fighting words. That's
having played the Cowboys earlier this season.
That is fighting words, bro. I ain't been to show that clip.
Fighting words.
That was fighting words. Boy, listen. Say, this is the super chat.
He said you can't check me. That's the equivalent of saying you can't check me. Like, man, I hope y'all play me straight up because y'all cannot check me. You better roll coverage. That's what he's saying, because you can't check me one-on-one.
That's exactly what he's saying.
He said, see, that's a backyard playground challenge. You can't check me. You can't guard me. Okay, cover me. Let's go.
I'm so glad you see
Get a quarterback
this,
cover.
That's what I mean.
That's
by
what it
y'all
is,
boys
bro.
matter, bro. This is what I mean. See, my boy told me this in the chat. Literally, I said, bro, I didn't even see it. He sent it to me. We put it in the show. See, that's teamwork.
Salute, man. Appreciate you.
See, that's teamwork. I appreciate it. And listen, we all gotta work like that, bro. You see how all our voice matter? We work together on this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, real quick, man, we want to kind of, like, as all this stuff is unfolding, obviously we want to kind of get into what this means for our playoff game. You know, when I say all this stuff unfolding, we talked about Tyler, we talked about Hankins, we talked about LVE, we didn't talk about Rhodes. We can talk about him now, but let's put it all together to what does this mean for Tampa? What does this mean for Tampa? And then we can add Rhodes in there. Let's put it all together, man. What does all these upgrades fully mean for us going into this game in week 06?
You got super chat. Go ahead. I'll let you deal with that one first.
He said we ain't simple, but we do run cover 1 a lot though, don't we? And see, to call us simple, I'm being honest, that's super disrespectful. It's super disrespectful.
It is.
It's disrespectful.
It is.
Because our defense been playing too good for that. And we played him too good. That's just an old-fashioned call-out. See, that's somebody that's calling you out with a straight face. You ever see people do that? Where they call you out with a straight face? Yep. And they just being fly, but they'll do it like they not being fly. That's what he was doing. So it's not even about us running cover 1 or not. It's none of that. It's not cover 1, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, cloud, zones. It's none of that. He just saying, y'all ain't nothing to us. That's basically what he said.
Right.
He's saying it's war.
Right.
This is playoff mode. That's just being honest. This is playoff talk. I'm being honest. He basically saying it's getting ready to be a fight, and trust me, I'm with the fight. That's what he's saying. That's basically what he's saying. Go ahead.
He about that life is what he's saying, Boss Cowboy. James Tyson with the 199 super chat. He said that was that CTE glaze.
Facts. That's that CTE. Let me pause it, bro. That is that right there. That is the CTE. Oh.
That's that CTE glaze.
That's the CTE glaze, bro. When you see that,
good super chat, Jay.
Trust me, when you see a dude that's light skinned, just trust me. When you see a light skinned dude that walk around looking like this, don't test it. Just trust me on that. Just trust me. Just trust me. Don't trust light skinned dudes that just walk around for nothing looking like that. Just trust me, it won't end well. Trust me, it's not a good idea, man. For real. I know you like
Something
it.
wrong with
If we
this
locked
phone.
in, you know, switching up.
But see, I'm speaking about mine. I'm telling the truth.
Bring it real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
Don't do it. Don't try it. Trust me.
But in the sensitive level, some people suffer from that. We want to be sensitive. We're not making fun for people that suffer from the condition.
True.
We're not trying to be insensitive.
Not at all.
We just making a joke about Mike Evans because he talked about us. That's all we're doing. No, it's a very, very real condition.
Yeah,
People
it
do
is.
suffer and they need help and they need therapy. So we're not trying to be insensitive, but that was funny and we just making fun of Mike Evans. That's all we're
Good catch
doing.
on that.
Just have a
Good
little
catch
bit of
on that, OC, because we definitely wasn't trying to be insensitive to people that suffer with CTE. You're right, OC. Thank you and good catch. But I wanted you to, if you don't mind, to put it together, man, with these upgrades, bro. And what does that mean going into the game?
Basically, man, that means full tilt for the Cowboys. If you have Tyler Biadasz, which really is a under-respected centerpiece of the line, he's quietly played well. And I said this last year. I said last year was his really like rookie year because of injuries, and he played a whole year. And I said, look, Tyler's gonna be better this year. And Tyler has proven to be just that. Tyler has given up 0 sacks and probably 3 pressures all season long. So Tyler has been solid all year long. And he's better than what people give him credit for. Now, with that being said, Connor McGovern is better than people have given him credit for at the left guard position. To be clearly, frankly honest, we talk about a lot of people, but we haven't given Connor McGovern, overall, he's played pretty doggone well at the left guard position. Now, you got Tyler Smith, the rookie, who, I mean, they go challenge him the most, but I think he's been challenged all year, and I think that he'll be ready, and if we need to chip him or help him in certain situations, we will. So basically, offensively, we're full tilt. That's what this means. It means that look for us to run the football much more effectively, and look for Kellen Moore, and he should be, to be in his bag in terms of some run concepts to really help Pollard and Zeke get going early in the game. And I think that the group, my sense, they're going to play with a lot of attitude, man. They're going to play with a lot of determination because they hear, people say and all these things. Now, defensively, this is where it gets really interesting. Okay, Dan Quinn said this. He said, hey, man, the key is that you can't show Brady before snap, you got to show him after snap because you're not go tricking.
Right.
So look for us to drop into key areas or the soft spots underneath of the zone coverage that we will play against Brady to confuse him. Look for variations and disguises because we don't need to trick Brady all the time. We just need to trick him a few times, enough to make him pull the ball down so that our pass rush can get there. So I think we go be full tilt, and I think we go release the Kraken on these boys. That's what I really think. I really sense we go release the Kraken, and we coming out there to prove a point.
And I see my boy Common Sense Lab, he always go hard with his hashtags. He say, disorder killing dysfunction Cowboys. Genius OC great DC equals simple Cowboys. And then somebody else said, my boy James Ruff, man, he out there, he driving trucks, man. Be careful out there, be safe. God bless you on the road, brother. I always respect what you do, man. That's a real, dangerous job. We appreciate you. He said, I don't trust Kellen Moore. Now, I want to tell all of y'all something. I want to tell every one of y'all something. Y'all know ain't nobody been keeping up with this Kellen stuff like the OC and I. Y'all know that, right? We've been continually on this since we lost against San Fran. We haven't taken no breaks on Kellen. We haven't taken one break on Kellen. None. No vacations. For the first time today, y'all, I heard the fan going super off on Kellen. Like I've never heard it before. That is super good news. This is what they specifically said, OC. And I'm gonna run this by you. They was talking about this on G-Bag Nation. They did a good job, bro. They said, listen, I don't even care about the outcome. He said, if we come out of this game and we lose, and I see Pollard and CD Lamb under targeted, I'm going crazy on Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
I've never heard them say that, bro. I was and this is what I've been waiting on. So first of all, shout out to the fan for that. Shout out. I'm gonna clap it up for him.
Salute.
Because we need that pressure on him right now. That's the exact pressure that we need on him right now. And they saying it loud. They real loud. They said, matter of fact, if we lose, I think Mike McCarthy should be safe, and the first person that should go should be Kellen Moore. They were saying that today. And I ain't never in my life heard them this loud against Kellen Moore. Now, and they talking about it from the standpoint, and they start raising, and I never heard them talk about it like this. They was talking about the lack of targets to CD versus Noah Brown. I was like, look at this. Look at God. Look where you just look. So for all of us who've been concerned about Kellen Moore, even that looked like we finally getting the pressure on him at the right time.
Yeah, man, I think that it's really good, the accountability, because, it's two schools of thought. That Kellen is going to be smart. He's going to do what he got to do because he knows our strengths, and he's going to be disciplined because we're in the playoffs to do the plays and the formations and give the ball to the people according to our strengths, okay? Now, the second school of thought, which I hope is not the case, is that he comes out here and he tries to prove that he's a boy wonder and he can win with his system and he can win and still be successful his way, right? And if he shows any sign or symbol of that, the first thing that I want to see, Boss Cowboy, this is what I want to see. I want to see Mike McCarthy go take his headset off and chew him out on national TV in front of everybody and holding a play card and saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? Run the ball. What are you thinking? That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
That will be ultimate correction, ultimate justification, and the summary of what's happened all year long. Now, here's something else that the Cowboys need to do that they were very, very successful doing. And Kellen Moore gets away from this. So maybe he saves this. Maybe he brings this back. When we ran overload and we ran 2 and 3 tight ends, we were extremely successful in the run. And he needs to come back to Hendershot and Ferguson underneath in that pass game. That's the secret sauce, boss. When we are throwing the ball to CeeDee Lamb, medium and long passes, and we start hitting them tight ends underneath, we become unstoppable. And then you fashion that with a Pollard or a Zeke coming out of the backfield. If he uses the weaponry right, boss, if he uses the ingredients in the kitchen right, our offense should be unstoppable. It's impossible to cover every layer of the offense successfully, deep, medium, and short. You got to give up something, boss. You can't cover every layer perfect.
Let me pause you. Take the super chat. He said, yes, boss, in the OC. The best loss we had this year was week 1. Ooh. Facts. Yes, it really helped. It really has helped us all year prove that none of us can trust Kellen Moore. Every bit of this is a fact. This is the new super chat of the day. Because that was the game that Devin White came out and said, we knew they weren't going to commit to the run game.
He did, too. It was embarrassing, too. It was embarrassing.
Yeah. So,
Devin White came out like, it's like you had a New Year's resolution and you're trying to lose weight, and he come and talk to you January 15th. I knew you weren't gonna stick with your diet. I knew you were gonna stick with it. You've been fat so long. You'll be fat your whole life. It's like that. It's like a slap in the face. It's like very, very rude, man.
That's exactly how he came out, bro.
That's how he came, man. That's how he was talking, just like that.
And see, y'all gotta imagine this was directly at Kellen Moore. Look.
Last year we learned that they really wasn't going to commit to the run game, and the runs that they did, they was going to try to get outside and not run into the interior. But most of the running game was quick game. A lot of curls, a lot of hitches, a lot of slants and stuff. So we kind of knew that going in, so we was able to attack it.
And see, I always say it's better to play that clip with Kelly, because then it just make it that much better. Look. Hold on.
They really wasn't going to commit to the run game, and you know the runs that they did, they was gonna try to get outside and not run into the interior. But most of the running game was quick game. A lot of curls, a lot of hitches, a lot of slants and stuff. So we kind of knew that going in, so we was able to attack it.
I'm certain, OC. I'm certain that we should beat Tampa, bro. I'm willing to bet anything on that. Cause see, this is the right pressure at the right time. And see, a lot of people don't understand. And see,
I think we got it.
I think we do got it. See, check this out, and I'm just keeping it real. It's a reason. Listen, y'all. I put in a crazy amount of hours yesterday. I worked about 15 to 16 hours yesterday, and I still came back and did this show. The danger of the pass on first down doctrine that was going around. I didn't do that because I'm showing now. I did that because the urgency of the information and the pressure that need to be on Kellen, I take it very serious. So I was like, I did this last night, and I sent it out to all the people who was talking about that. Do we need to pass him on first down doctrine? I sent it to every one of them at 3 a.m. Bobby Belt, Sean and RJ, Brian Brothers, Gavin. I sent it to every one of them. Anybody that co-signed passing them on first down, I sent it to them. I didn't wait on anybody to send it to them, because I figured this out, and I'm just keeping it real. When me and the OC last year was lobbying for Terrence Steele to start last year, I just said this and I kept it real myself. I said you was aggressive, but you wasn't aggressive enough. You wasn't aggressive enough. OC done froze.
Oh.
Yeah,
Am I good?
You look like you fell asleep, but your computer froze. You good? So now I was like, you know what? Yeah, it's what Amp said. This is real. This is how I see this too, y'all. This is how I see this. This is exactly what Amp said. All hands on deck. Like right now, we just got to do what we got to do, right? All of us worked too long, too hard to try to put the right information out there that's going to really put us in a position to win a championship, to wait till the week of and get soft. We're not going to do that here at Boss Cowboy Sports. And we not trying to suck up to nobody. That's the main thing on really why y'all should trust us. We're not in here trying to get jobs. We're not trying to promote. We're not using YouTube to, get more exposure, to just use it as a stepping stone. It's none of that. But what's your thoughts, OC, before we get up out of here?
Oh man, I just think that at the end of the day, the Cowboys will come out here to really prove a point. I really expect the Cowboys to put together a really good game. This is not a one and done team. We're too talented, too good for that. I think Dak will play very, very well. I think the defense is going to do their best again.
Yeah.
Okay, am I good?
Wi-Fi monster got you. Start over if you don't mind.
Yeah, so what I was saying was this. The Cowboys
hold on.
The mission.
Let me do this. I'll stall for you. Come out and come back in. That Wi-Fi monster trick.
Yeah,
He'll be right back. He'll be right back. So, and then Eiderman said, so does that mean we have to hope Dak hit that Willie Beeman mode to get us a W? What's Willie Beeman, bro? I'm sorry, bro. I'm very clueless to that. Oh man, stop playing, bro. Ooh, see, some of y'all joke too much. My boy Swain said, breaking news, Kellen Moore has signed. See, when I read that, I got happy. He said, we're dancing with the stars. Bro,
That's funny.
You got me, bro. You got me. I got happy for a little while. Go ahead, OC.
Yeah, no. I mean, what I was going to say is this. Is that, why's my... Okay, let me go. I'm thinking I'm okay. Am I okay on your side, boss?
You good.
Okay, cool. No, I think that we're going to come out here with a point to prove, and I just think that we're going to be focused and that Dak is going to play well defensively. We're going to be locked in, and I think we're going to run the ball pretty well against this team and attack them from pretty much almost every angle. So I expect the Cowboys to come out of here with a win, and I'm going to say this. Don't be surprised if we win by more than 7 points. I'm telling you.
Yeah, me too.
So I think the Cowboys are going to be locked in. That's what I think.
Yeah, I bet the over on this game. Real talk. All right, man, we closing out of here. What you got, bro, closing us out?
Yeah, man. So listen, I appreciate all you guys supporting the channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, like, and the share button. All right. And so thank all of you guys that put money to the super chat. It really helps a lot with the show and the equipment and stuff that ought to keep things going and growing. Also, thank you guys so much for all of you guys that put money into the Cash App, $ Boss Cowboy Sports. We really appreciate that. It means a lot. And I see you oozing toxicity with the $1.99 super chat. Kellen Moore lets other men name his kids. That's wrong.
Hey,
y'all are crazy, man.
I know, bro. And I love how once we start closing out, they start loading up the super chats. I ain't mad at y'all for that. Y'all like, nah, y'all gonna continue this show. Dak on it.
Oh, man. He said Willie Beanon is thrown to multiple wide receivers and running the ball when the field opens up. That's funny. That was a good one. So, no, thank y'all so much, man. Follow Boss Cowboy Sports on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can follow me, the OC100, on Twitter. Until next time, we go see you.
Yeah, man, run it up. Ain't no switching up.
Boss Cowboy Sports.
Run it up.
Where your voice matters.
If we locked in, ain't no switching up.
Yeah.
Run it up, run it up.
Let's run it up. My boy said that barbershop content was fire. Man, we keeping that. That barbershop, we keeping that. Run it up.
Run it up, run it up.
Another one.
Let's go. All the way to the Super Bowl. All the way, let's go.
Boss Cowboy Sports.
Speaking his mind.
Bringing real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
Another one.
Run it up, run it up.